it's going. Let me go get the link. Live.
Yeah, we're live.
Yeah, it looks like we're good. Did you get it? You need the link still?
Where do we send it?
I'm gonna send it to you in direct message.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Did you get it? You need the link still? Alright, I need to get that off so I can stop hearing myself. Come on, Riley now. Just waiting on our boy Riley.
Yeah, we can start without Raleigh
Yeah.
if he's not enjoying.
He responded, so I'm not sure what he's. Not sure what the deal is. Here we go.
Yes, he's here.
Nice.
What's
Let's
up,
go,
Robbie?
brother.
I'm on.
You're on, and we're live,
Come
by
on,
the way.
man.
So just beware.
Awesome. I will. I'll
Use
hold my
discretion. No, that's all right. We want you to be yourself here.
Too tough to leave your sausages?
No, man. I'm gonna do this on an empty stomach. I ate something blocked, but I said no sausage. I don't want to get food coma. I want to be
Yeah, you have a choice. Go to the nap
Sausage-free
or
Thursday.
go to the eat.
If I'm suspiciously absent for like 30 minutes, I'm over there cooking.
Grape Daddy here, ready for a good game. Let's go, Grape.
Oh, guys. Yeah.
Well, we got
What's
6
the
people
spread
in
on
here.
this game?
Say what? What's the spread?
What's the spread? Yeah.
I think I saw Big
got
Papa. Big Papa said what? Was it 2.5 in favor of the Bucks, or was it?
It's got to be with Dak's first game back. Yeah, we don't know how his ankle's going to be.
Well, we also have to remember that no Kamani Cooper on the Cowboys, as well as Gregory being on the Broncos now too. So they're missing key pieces on offense and defense. I think Jan said we went from Dallas being a 91 overall to an 82 overall with those 2 trades. So that's probably got some implications on the spread there. Oh, Soph's here. Let's go.
Yeah,
That answers your
was
question, babe.
almost
Soph is,
9
she's here.
points in the overall, just for 2 trades.
Yeah. I'm sure it'll change once Cowboys pick up a couple more players, but for right now, it's not looking great. What time are we?
I can't see the chat, so if anybody says anything poignant, just make sure you relay it to me
Yeah,
so I can.
I've got the laptop. I'm sorry, Soph. I'm sorry we're living in the future in the FNP metaverse. Otherwise, you'd still have your boys. But yeah, no, we've got Aeroplane in here right now. We got Soph. We got Grape Daddy. Jolly's in the house. It's starting to load up. Nice, let's go.
Let's go, guys. Let's go.
Still got a couple minutes before. I'm glad you figured out how to do that Madden, to just show the Madden on the screen.
So the name is Yan, right? Not Jan. We
No,
discovered
it's
that.
Jan. It's Jan.
Jan.
It is Jan.
My name is Jan.
I had to ask him.
Jan.
Didn't want to
So Ron
put.
Paul
I didn't want to put
was
RP on blast, but I was like, which way is it?
No. Jan, it's alright.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's right.
all
Okay,
right.
it's very sophisticated.
Some of my friends call me Yanis.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah,
fancy.
the whole football team call me Yanis.
Nice. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess we're pretty much ready here. It's 1 minute of, so if y'all are ready for the 2022 Madmen season opener, the beginning of year-round football for the rest of our lives here. I don't know. I think I'm ready.
What's
What
your
about you guys?
predictions, guys?
Ooh, my prediction. Yeah, well, with the guys leaving Dallas, I think it's tough. I got to go Tampa. They're at home as well. What do you think, Riley?
I think Dallas still have a take a game because the running game so strong
Yeah, that's
for the
true.
Dallas.
Mr. Belliott's going to
Yeah,
have to step it up big time.
and I'm not sure in the secondaries for the Buccaneers, but the Dallas have a much stronger.
Preying on pigs. You got preying on pigs. Yeah.
The interception machine.
All right, I'm just going to start to fire it up here. We'll get it started and we can talk about whatever we want.
Man, I think I might call you Yanis from now. Yeah, guys, we definitely can call me Yanis.
Oh, B's in here. Our two sad Cowboy fans, I'm sorry.
Were the Cowboys release the Ziki and give some much more time for the Pollard? What do you think?
I definitely think they need. Wait, did you say they should release him or split carries?
Yeah, just release the Ziki. Much more
I guarantee you that Sophie loves the sound of that. Soph's not a fan of Zeke very much. Yep, Soph talking about Pollard.
What's up, Tyga?
So refresh my memory. She's the one that came in, pretending to be an NFT novice and picked up Belly Zeke and flipped it. And
dumped all her bags on us. Yeah.
Yeah. Dumped a month's income, took off around the world and just disappeared. And now she's back trying to play. We're not gonna be on it.
Yeah, exactly. We're on to you this time, Soph. All right, we can skip ahead here. Let's get this going on the sim. So, Super Sim, this is how we do it. Speed.
And this is great because for those who don't know, who weren't there with us in the fall, there was a lot of talk about, what's going to happen in the offseason. People are loading up on 10, 15 of these things. They're like, these are all going to go to zero. What are we going to do? Is everyone going to sell? And so this is just kind of a cool way to, give back some winnings and have a game going on during the off season.
Exactly.
And, just kind of tide us over until, we got the draft coming up in a couple of weeks. I'm sure Jan's already thinking about something cool to do for that.
You have no idea.
Yeah, that's all credits goes to the Jesse because at first that's a cool idea from Jesse to continue the season and the off season and not have off season actually in the NFP community.
Yeah, I remember talking about the Madden tournaments, and I kind of just made the wheel start turning, trying to think of how everyone with FNPs can be involved in the off season. Because I know even for me, I know I've got a couple, an hour or a couple hours that I can do this, a few times a week. But being able to commit to tournaments and stuff like that, and also there are a lot of people that don't have a PC or a PlayStation or an Xbox, so only a select few would have been able to participate in utility if we only did tournaments. So, but this is something I've been doing since I was a kid. So when the opportunity came up, I had to ask Jan, and it sounded like Jan was sort of on the same page as me. He had a similar idea too, so it was easy to convince him.
Yeah, that was easy because that's a great idea.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Well, I'm doing it right now. We're starting this in.
I appreciate you.
I appreciate all you guys. This is going to be a lot of fun. I guess I got to keep an eye over here on the chat. It's weird. I forget they're here because we can't hear them. All right.
Zach Martin gonna make me money tonight. Yeah, but maybe...
We'll find out.
Maybe Gronk make money for someone.
Football's back, America.
So talk to us a little bit about the prize. What we got a shot to win here tonight. What's the contest? Talk to me a little bit about that.
So the challenge this week is for average rushing yards for a team, correct?
Yes.
So it's for offensive linemen and tight ends. So in this particular game, the punks that we want to look out for are Mr. Lebowski and Martian, because if the Buccaneers run all over the boys, then that means Gronk's going to go away with the prize, or Lebowski's going to go away with the prize. And on the other side, it would be if Pollard and Zeke blow up, then Martian's going to end up getting the prize. So those are the things to really look out for this week. It'll be for every game, too. That's just those particular... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
it's not just from this game. It's
Correct.
the whole week. Is that right?
Exactly. So we're going to stream 4 of these games so that we have an opportunity to hang out and watch the games and have a little bit of fun. But for the rest of the games, they'll be simulated at the end of the Monday night stream, and then I'll kind of go through all the stats with everyone so we can, see how everyone performed for the week. Because we won't really know who won we won't have an idea who's going to win really until the end of the Monday stream, because it will only be 4 games out of the 16 that have already been played.
Right. And how many people get paid out on this?
It depends on which punk wins. So if, say, Lebowski wins this week, it will be all the Lebowski owners.
All holders of the specific players which win this week in the challenge.
Okay.
I guess I gotta take a look at the chat here for a second.
Yeah, tough start for the Buccaneers. 3 and out.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
And, losing 2 yards.
Is that Pollard returning? Yep.
Yeah.
Bronco Soldiers. Who's Kevin K? I like that.
And also, for those who don't know, we got the DraftKings contest. I don't know if you want to plug that a little bit that we do during the season, because there were some, probably $1,000 prizes over the course of the season. Which is, I think some of the things that people won sold. I know well over $500, probably $1,000 for the highest.
Yeah, there's a variety of contests we do throughout the regular season. One that really stuck out in my mind was the playoff bracket we did during the NFL last year, and I believe that the winner had an opportunity to win 0.5. So
We have a first down.
Oh wow, we finally got a first down.
Yes.
Who is it to? Do we see who threw it to? Oh, CD Ram. A little 15-yard pickup.
Dallas offense.
Brady is terrified, he says. Can you sense that through the video game? Oh,
I'm holding CD Ram. I think with Cooper gone this year, he's going to have a couple of huge weeks and give me a chance to win some money.
Yeah, I think so too. And I also would really like to see a Gallup punk, because I think that boy is going to blow up this year now that he's going to be the number 2.
We will see, guys. We will see.
We shall. It's very exciting. Oh, it looked like Jan's... that's some nice defense right there from the Neers.
He's gained 5 yards.
Where are you guys
Do we
at?
have any
3rd and 5.
That showed up in the chat?
What's that?
Are there any bucket heads in the chat?
Oh, I'm in the chat. I'm a bucket head. I've got a 69 bucket head. It's number 369, and I will not.
They're actually pretty rare. I've got about 3 of them myself, so There's not that many in the market.
Exactly. I have mine listed for like 3 Gs. Unloaded a lot of that. Oh, that was shanked. The original Legatron. He's getting a little rusty. So are you guys watching my screen on the Discord, or are you guys watching the YouTube stream?
I'm seeing you as like a quarter screen. The game's only a quarter of it. Is there a way to make it bigger?
Yeah, I think you can.
Just double click it on this.
Yeah.
Double click on the game stream.
Oh, Brady steps back in the pot. Oh, threw into like triple coverage there to McEvan. 0 for 3. Lay Goat should have hung him up.
Old.
About to let croak. Oh, it's Cameron. I thought it was Mr. Lebowski for a second. Oh, they're at midfield though. Can you get a first? Oh my God! Oh, I hate the play call, but Nope, that's why I hate the play call. Why are you running the ball on 3rd down?
Not
trying to fix the
because
field
it's not predictable, maybe.
All right, boys, I'm cracking open my second beer. We get about 4 more days down.
I'm getting mine, dude. I was planning on not doing anything like that, but that's too bad. We're doing it.
About 4 more of those, I'm going to be like, you ever watch one of those baseball games where they call like a player into the booth from the 90s and he starts rambling on like incoherently about all these old stories from, when he hit 18 home runs in 97. And you're
Yes.
just like, you're watching the game. You're like, dude, I got $100 on this game. And like, this guy's just babbling on about, a game against the Cincinnati Reds at like, I was 5 years old during the game. You just don't care.
He's gonna start rattling off all the girls he gave Friday Night Punks to.
Only one, man, and it's unrequited love. I got nothing out of that, not even a date. I mean, she definitely likes the punk. She's still hodling it.
Well, she might win .01 this week, won't she? She's got Martian, doesn't she?
Yeah, and
I don't think
it
she
too,
even
so
understands the implications.
we'll see, man. I mean, I wouldn't say she's a money-grubbing chick, but I mean, I think everyone likes money.
Good run by Dallas, by the way.
I just think she's just unaware of what she's holding. Oh, a little play action.
Well, she hasn't sold yet. I mean, that's
Wilson?
better. I could have given it to someone like Sophie that flipped them all.
That's true. At least she appreciates it.
Exactly. I mean,
Stan, what's up, buddy? Oh, Mr. Belly at 2 carries for 15 yards. All right. I took him with my first pick in fantasy last year. He was a little bit disappointing. Not first overall, of course.
For the Zeke?
I had like 8th pick. And he fell pretty far, so. But I could have taken Eckler. I think Jonathan.
Yes,
I think Jonathan Taylor actually fell quite a ways after that too. Ooh, that slipped through Gallup's hands.
I think the Cooper Cup and the next year it's #1 overall pick on the whole fantasy league.
Cooper, you think so? It's very rare to see a wide receiver go number 1. I don't think I've ever seen it.
now, Jay, I'm going to float an idea.
You're gonna what?
I know you spent a little bit of time on setting up these rosters, right?
Yep.
What about this idea? What if we were to take Tecmo Bowl and you manually imported all the rosters onto what do they call this, an emulator, and then for like week 8 we did a Tecmo challenge.
Sounds cool to me.
I mean, I just want it's your 10 hours that you'd have to spend updating all the rosters. But
Hey, it sounds like fun to me, man.
maybe
What else am I going to be doing?
And just have the players represent, running back.
Oh, okay.
Like
I see what you're saying. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for Tecmo, we'd have to do the entire league.
Yo, what's up, guys? So, what's your prediction, chat?
Yeah, what are we thinking,
I
Chad?
want to see the scores.
It's a good time for it because you just keep punting the ball back and forth.
Yeah, we still have a 0 points.
Big Papa did recommend taking the under in this game.
Yeah, Big Papa's smart. Yeah, where is RP? It's a great question. Football de Americano.
Yo, chat, put your scores.
Yeah, come on, Chad. Let's see those scores. Some predictions. Oh, we got people talking about the buckets in here.
The buckets are a fine NFT. If we could ever find a way to merge the buckets with the Friday Night Punks, I think we'd really be on to something.
Rally increased Brady's by 400%, buckets by 400%. We need this man to start a Bitcoin YouTube channel and we'd be at 160K in no time.
I did play a small part in pumping those buckets. I think I was the first to kind of start the wave. I think I bought my first bucket.
What is it, Rat Daddy? He's the one who's like going nuts on those things. Oh, yeah, and Kane in the building. Bucket Nation, baby. Let's go. Those are the OOGs.
What's up, Kane? It's actually insane. I always think it's in Kane because I'm a Hurricanes fan, so I kind of have to say it twice in my head. But we were having a little bucket talk early on. Early and often is where I'd like to keep that.
I'm okay with it because I'm a big bucket fan. When they first dropped the traps, that was the one that I was like, yeah, no, I need a bucket. And I didn't get one from Drop, which ended up being a blessing because I spent a third of the drop
Oh,
price when
big
I got it.
run. Big run by
Ooh, is
Fournette.
that Fournette? Yeah.
Render Ryan actually owns I don't know what his new name is. It's the DB for the Vikings, I think. Harrison Smith. Somebody help me with his name
Yeah.
on
Yep.
Friday Night Punks. But
Erasing
he
Smith.
merged, he merged a bucket onto his FNP and made it his PFP. It is
Yes.
awesome.
I like the.
Ty has never heard the King's voice before. The King is back, guys.
Oh,
And
touchdown McEvan.
yeah. Short
First
touchdown.
points of the game.
So we have some predictions, and that's a 3-1 for the Buccaneers against Dallas.
Oh, yeah.
Most people believe in the Buccaneers.
Soph said she stepped away for a second. She missed us giving her a hard time. Probably for the best, Soph.
And came from the bath.
Wait,
Have a nice bath, mate.
what? I'm in the bath? That's amazing.
7 for 7.
Are there any bubbles? Did he say there are bubbles? He is a super bad
Where's
receiver.
Ashley
That's
Lolita?
why he only needs one name, Tyga. You get it. Oh, Tyga asked too. He beat me to it. It better be a bubble bath. Candle or two. It's a special occasion.
What's up, moms?
Yo, moms. I still say moms is the reason that this exists. If I hadn't seen his profile picture, I wouldn't be here.
Yeah, he definitely did some good plugging early on. I didn't quite pick up on what it was until I ventured into OpenSea a little bit myself, and I got here pretty early, and most of the players were not sold out yet, so I still found a couple good deals.
We got lucky.
It was very quickly after that. I think I maybe started rocking the carry standards in some other discords, and these things just can kind of spread quickly if you're.
Mm-hmm.
When you're early, it's easy to look back, 6 weeks, 6 months later and say, man, I should have bought 50 of those things. But
I should have bought 2 Lagoats. I should have bought 2 Blurries. I should have bought 2 DraftKings. But I bought 0 of any of those.
When you see that not everything's sold out yet, you dip your toes in, like, well, what if I bought 50 of those and no one wants them in the world? But I think what really touched here was, number one, the art is fantastic. And then number two, first of all, when I was digging through trying to select which one or two I wanted to buy, I was having trouble choosing because they were all appealing in some way, and that's when I realized this project had some legs behind it, because it's like, well, everybody in the NFL is somebody's favorite player. Everybody every team has a super fan or hundreds of super fans that will
Thousands,
want more of their offensive players and their defensive linemen, and you know what I mean? And once we got in and realized there was utility with the project, it just kind of started picking up steam. Yeah. And then once you get the ETH traded and you start shooting up the ranks, well, everybody wants to be a part of making some money every once in a while,
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, like you said, when not even the money, but you see the art. That's what drew me in, was the art. I was like, man, these are cool. Well, actually, when I first saw Mom's profile picture, I remember looking at it and going, man, that's cool. There's no way I can afford that. I was new to the NFT space. I assumed those must have been very expensive. And he was talking to, I'd see it, every so often, and I just didn't bother asking. And then one day I was just like, hey man, where'd you get that? He sent me over to the Discord. I think it was Thanksgiving last year, and it didn't take long. Jan was super welcoming, how he is always. And I think I bought like 2 or 3 legends, and then he just gave me one for being supportive. And then I was, in every Discord shilling the project, and it seemed like everyone else seemed to agree, so we took off pretty quick after that.
Well, I think one of the things we got going for us here is that, you go to a lot of NFT projects and it's like you have the one-of-ones, and we have some of those here too, so they can be very expensive, but this kind of hits on people's price points better, I mean, nobody won't, even if you only got $100 or $200, you can get, because there's 10 of them, 10 of that receiver or 10 of that tight end, you can get the guy you want, right? Which is important. People want to get the guy they want. They don't want to get their, a guy on their third favorite team who barely plays.
Right, exactly. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I like
that's
too.
my
When
favorite
we got
part.
here early on too, he was all for burning the punks that weren't selling too, and maybe they would sell now, but I don't know. Jan's just always been about the community and about hearing our ideas and implementing them if they make sense or if they're the best, what's best for the project. So it's just a very community driven project, and I think to be successful in this space, that's really what you got to do.
Right, and you look at the NFL. I mean, what are there? I should have looked up the exact number, but there's got to be a billion fans
Oh,
worldwide. When you say a
especially
billion
now.
fans, right?
That's pretty. That's a lot of people, but 1/7 of the world, maybe,
Yeah, okay.
maybe.
So I mean, whether there's a billion or half a billion,
Right.
what do we have?
Even if
Like
there's only
7,000.
100 million, that's still an insane amount.
Yeah, and then
If
in
we
this
tap
year,
into point
in
oh
this year,
oh oh 1% of the people that watch football, if this project taps into that, these prices are going to go to Pluto.
Yeah, I mean, if we just doubled membership, even if we just got to 1,000 members, I'm sure these prices would be nuts.
yeah, sorry guys, and especially the NFL going deep in the Euro this year because and the first time in the NFL history he's have a game in Germany in this year in the
Really?
next season.
Wow.
Yes,
Yeah, I know they were trying to expand to other countries and stuff. I'm gonna take a look at the chat real quick.
and one game in Mexico, if I'm not mistaken.
I like those Mexico games. The ball goes about an extra 10 yards down there because of the altitude when they play in Mexico City.
Remember how many people joined when you did the Merino giveaway? Oh yeah, geez, that was nuts, man. I thought if we did a new member giveaway for the Merino, we'd get like 15 or 20 people that joined the Discord. Was that because of Dave? Like how do we get so many people to come in the Discord for that, Jan? Do you remember?
Before we going up with you guys from Autograph, I
Well, I
think
meant
we
with the.
have
Do you remember when I did my Dan Marino giveaway, and it was just for new members in the Discord, and it was like lasted a
yeah,
week. We thought it was going to be like 20 people, but it was like 300 people. It was insane.
yeah, because we in the giveaway participate around 60 or 50 or 60 new peoples for Dan Marino.
Yeah, yeah. It was. I remember because I had to write down every single name that entered that Discord in order to do the giveaway, and I might still have the list on my phone, but it was like 276 people.
Yeah,
One thing that's so
right now
nice
we
about
have.
these is how great of a profile picture they make. I mean, I'm not the most active guy on Twitter. I probably got 40 followers or something. But so when I get on there, typically I'm looking for content from other people, and occasionally I'll drop a reply if I like something they've said or disagree with something they've said. I've noticed how much more interaction I've gotten from other people just having this as my feed because people are they see
Ooh,
that, and
stack
number one,
lunch.
my PFP commands respect because he's the greatest running back of all time, probably. But number two, it looks sweet, and people can easily identify what it is,
Right.
and they give you a little more credence, or maybe it just their eyes stops a little bit, like, hey, what is that? I like that PFP. Let me read what the guy's got to say.
That was
And I
exactly
think
what happened to me.
once you realize that, you start to realize where this space is headed. It's people are going to be able to more easily identify with people that are like-minded, that are oh, this guy's obviously a sport. You probably have an idea of how old I am just by looking at who I'm using as my PFP.
That's
You
true
have an
too.
idea of
He's a
my
90s
appreciation.
kid.
Yeah, I was banned in the Autograph Discord for the
What? That's insane.
for the GIF with the FPs.
For what?
For the GIF with the FNPs. I just sent
Really?
the GIF, yes, and they banned me.
Unbelievable. Well, did it have the names back then? I mean,
So
obviously it must have. But
for the stats update, the Madden don't have yards per carry, and we need to calculate this.
yeah, that's going to be exciting.
We just do it with the Jesse after the Monday night game, and then we show the whole stats for each team.
Oh, I know
BB.
they were playing for this one. You're going to have to take their yards and divide it by the number of carries
Oh yeah,
they received.
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. We know what to do. It's just going to be a little more work than some other stats because Madden usually does all the stats, but it seems like they got rid of some of the team stats. It's kind of lame, but oh well. Godwin up the
So
middle,
this is
first down.
based on team, not individual running back, right? Is that correct?
Well, it's for the challenge. You mean?
If they split carries, it doesn't matter that one guy
Correct.
sucked and the other awesome.
Correct.
It's just
Total
Yes.
total team rushing yards or
okay. So even
average team rushing yards.
quarterback kneel downs could cost somebody like $500, which is awesome.
I guess that's awesome. That sounds like real life, man. I feel like that shit's
No,
happened to me in fantasy.
you guys, I don't know if you know, I was on Kansas -4 in that title game. That idiot stepped out of bounds with 4 seconds left.
Oh my god! Wow. Yeah, that game was
They're
nuts.
up 3 with the ball. I'm thinking he's going to the line. If he makes one, I push. If he makes them both, I win. He steps out of bounds. Like, you could run that play 100 times, and how many? You know, even a football player would know not to run out of bounds there. I don't know how a basketball player does it.
Dude, I don't know if you remember this game. I think it was like maybe you don't. It was like 3 years ago, but it was like Monday Night Football, Falcons versus Giants, and the Falcons were up by 11 points, and I think I needed them to win by 4 in order to win my bet. There was like a minute left, so I'm like, oh, okay, even if they score, a touchdown, they still got to get the 2-point conversion. But with a minute left, Atlanta just softens up their defense. Eli marches down the field, scores the touchdown. Still need the 2-point for me to lose the bet, but then they put it in. And it was like I was destroying in that bet the entire game until the last minute. And that kind of just made... I'm like, all right, no more betting. I'm not much of a gambling man after that.
Well, NFT is a nice space because it number one, you're gambling on JPEGs, right? You're betting that somebody's going to want this visual art, this digital art more than you do.
Right,
But
for more
in
than I...
me,
Yeah.
you have utility for stuff like this. Like you're not just betting on the NFT itself, you're betting on the community and you're betting on your ability to grow it. You know, it's easy to point at the founder or the devs or whatever and blame them for it not being cool. But if no one's joining your community, it's because the activity within the Discord and the coolness factor of being able to rock that profile picture, it's you. It may be not you specifically, but cumulatively, no one wants to be a part of your community. That's what's cool about the NFT space to me.
I love it, man. I love the sense of community in most of these Discords, honestly. It's really cool to see people picking each other up and giving each other stuff for free. And everyone just wants to see everyone happy and succeed. We obviously all want to profit too, but I'm mostly here for the good times. And if money follows, then even better. But speaking of money following, BP3 talking about when we first entered FNP, I didn't have an Apple Watch. So those were my pre-Apple Watch days, according to BP3.
Is that what you bought, but with all your flips?
With a couple of them. Well, everyone was showing off their punks on their watch, and I was incredibly jealous.
Well, I moved out of my mom's basement about 20 years ago, so I don't buy Apple products because I can't afford them. I have real bills like adults, but
I feel that.
I will say that Apple Watches, when people put their NFTs on it, it makes me a little jealous because if I could scroll through, show my carry standard, show my bucket head, show my Usain Bolt sig, and just scroll through those on my watch, I feel like it's better. Because like when you pull up to a girl at a bar and you break out your phone to show your NFTs, it feels a little like you're trying too hard. On the watch, I think it would be more effective.
Oh, it's the best, dude, because when you look at your watch, it just turns, you don't even have to touch it. It just turns on. So you could just like do like a subtle, just like look at your watch and then your punk pops up. And that's actually happened to me quite a few times where they're like, oh, is that an NFT? And it's like, well, funny you ask.
Right. Funny. I mean, you sit down next to the girl, you order a Bud Light. Well, I mean, you've got to reach into your wallet to pull your credit card or your dollar bills, and she sees the punk on your watch. That's kind of, that's just like, a lot more.
Wow, this guy is a baller.
Right.
He's got a John Elway helmet, John's Airway. That's something I still got to get used to. I think I'm doing all right, but is it press squat? Uh-oh, flag. You going back 10? Oh, personal foul, rough in the P.
Let's talk about some other some sports projects out there. What have you guys seen? Anybody in the chat that's worked in other projects? I know we got guys from World Hockey Punks. I was in on Joel Damon's Crypto Country Club the other day, checking out their Discord, just getting some ideas. Like I know Jan's always looking to grow this thing. Like, what are some things we can do that people want to see? I've got some ideas myself, so it's kind of a segue into those.
Right? Yeah, I don't know, I know we're a long ways away from it, but I think it'd be really cool. I think it's just a lofty idea or a lofty goal, but seeing like Bored Apes releasing their token and stuff, that's where I want to see us get to. I want there to be an FNP token someday.
Entering the public lexicon, basically.
Right. That's the goal. Uh-oh, Prescott with the fumble. Oh, he stumbled over his own dude, but the Bucks got the ball back.
So I went to the NFL draft 2019, I believe. Yeah, 2019. I just moved to Nashville, and it's, I moved here like a month ago. I don't know anybody really. I'm one guy. We go to the draft. We attack the street at 10 o'clock or something ridiculously early, and I was hammered by 2 o'clock and missed the entire draft. It rained anyway, but I foresee somewhere in the future, if that comes through Nashville again, rooftop bar.
Oh yes, I was planning on talking about this.
Running out the whole table, 50 people. Got
2025.
To have a punk to be in. Yeah, got to have a punk to be at our table.
VIP access.
That's right. And, a second round pick sees us and says, "Man, I like that vibe over there. Let's see what's going on over there." And we're just, sorry, buddy, you're not a first rounder and you don't own a punk. You can.
Yeah, you can see your way out, pal.
I mean, you get on OpenSea right now if you got $200 and buy something off the floor.
You're about to get drafted. You can get a punk, bro. Ron Paul's going to be there as security, but it's really just to teach people how to bridge. He's just waiting. He's waiting for the prospects to try to join.
I meant to touch on this earlier, but one of the biggest strengths of this project that we've got is guys like yourself, Ron Paul, and all these people that are willing to walk people through or link to tutorials for the Umbria bridges and save people just a push load of cash on conversions to wrapped ETH. I think we've probably got one of the strongest communities on the entire Polygon network in terms of helping people out. And I think that's one reason we had such explosive growth, because when people aren't spending hundreds of dollars on gas fees, they've got more money to reinvest back in the project. And they're actually seeing real profits, and they're telling their friends, and they're, selling one for $800 and going back and buying two more for $200 a piece,
Right. Yeah, man, I wouldn't have half the NFTs that I have without, it might have been Ron who specifically taught me back then even. I just remember when we first got here, that dude was spending hours on end with people in his DMs, and he was just running everyone through how to do it. And he still does it. It's maybe not not as crazy as it was, but it's pretty impressive to watch. Wow, another missed field goal. Woof. It's impressive to watch Ron at work, because it seems like he's always ready to drop what he's doing to help people out. So we really do have an amazing crew. I did want to give a shout out to Dave tonight too. I don't know if he's gonna watch this or see this, but Goons Gang, baby, we love you, and only good vibes being sent your way. Hopefully you can jump on with one of us, with all three of us one of these nights. That would be great.
Yeah, Dave's probably one of the, for those that don't know Dave, he's probably one of the biggest advocates for the Polygon network. For those, if there's anybody watching that doesn't know what Polygon network is, it's a layer 2 Ethereum solution. So the biggest problem with ETH is that, you go to buy an NFT, and let's say it's a, I don't know, $800 NFT. What's the average gas fee on that? It's like $300.
Yeah,
I mean, think about what the average the average American, net of taxes barely takes home $600-700 a week, and you're asking them to pay $300 for a transaction fee. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I've
Average
seen a.
people are never, ever in a million years
Oh,
going to
pick!
get
Sorry.
a big play, but they're never going to get it. Whereas on Polygon,
Twan.
how much total in fees do you think? I'm an idiot. I bet I haven't spent $100 in fees. The guys who are smart, they probably hadn't spent $2 in fees.
Right.
There's so many ways around it. It is the future, especially for things like this. Average Americans aren't going to be able to just fork over 6 figures or 7 figures for Bored Ape or whatever. But everyone can come up with $100-200 for this, as long as it retains its value. It offers some utility. It gives them a chance to have a place to hang out when they're waiting at the dentist office or in between classes, or there's a
Or
lot
all fucking day long, because all I ever do is look at my phone now.
Right. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, it can also ruin your life, but
I don't know if I'd go that far. It could, but it hasn't. If anything, it's enhanced it. But you got to find that balance.
The worst thing that's happened to me, and I blocked it from memory until today, is anyone who knows me knows I'm a giant Bo Jackson fan. I mean,
Nice.
I say I'm 40. I'm not really 40. I'm 39 and a half. I still tell girls I'm 39, but I'm really closer to 40 than 39. So it's like I'm telling a white lie. But I love Bo Jackson. He was the god when I was a kid, and I played 2 lineups the week Jan gave away his 1/1 Bo Jackson.
I saw you talking about this. Yep.
I played 2 lineups. I played one in my a league of guys I used to work with, who are all like venture capital, D heads, and I beat them, stomped them into the ground for like $400 or $500, a decent amount of money. But that same lineup in Jan's contest would have taken it down for the 1/1 Bo.
I hate that.
I didn't play. I changed 2 players or something, like a tight end and a defense, and my guys. So I came in like 3rd or 4th. Didn't win the Bo. Can you imagine?
Oh, he stretched that out.
I could have flexed that Bo in my ex-work group chat. Be like, hey, I only won $500 playing with you pikers, but look at this 1/1 Bo I just won.
That someone will buy for me for like 2 G's, no question.
Yeah, exactly, dude. We're playing for real money over here.
Did you guys just see Tantonio? Tantonio Lounge to the Heezy. He's with that stretch too. Did you see that? You guys see that stretch?
Okay, guys, I'm back. Sorry.
Oh, I didn't even know you were gone, Jan. You just missed Tantonio with a touchdown.
I still think San Antonio Clown is better.
I like it too. The good thing with a smart contract is, if we ever decide, we can change it. There's a couple things in here I noticed before. I think when we were talking about suggestions for FNP, our friend Ken Griffey said using the NFTs to create teams for weekly contests. I think we've discussed this before. It might be something that we're considering, but he said entering a team of 6, like 3 on offense and 3 on defense.
Oh yeah, like almost like a fantasy team.
Right, exactly. I know we had talked about something like this, and I imagine that Reggie and Jan are discussing things for the future, but it's definitely a possibility.
Yeah, I talked to him, I think today. I think he DM'd me the Ken Griffey Jr. avatar. Is that who you're talking about?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I haven't checked out that project too much, but I love his PFP. I'm a huge Junior fan too.
I think it's Ball Players is the name of his project, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's Ken Griffey Jr. nickname.
Yep, cool. Yeah, it's definitely one.
I popped into. I'm a pretty big golf fan. I grew up in the Pinehurst area, and I popped into. Joel Damon's got a project. It's on the Ethereum network, the Crypto Country Club.
Oh yeah.
And I just asked a quick question in there. I was just trying to get a feel about it, and he actually responded to me himself.
Dude, that's
like
before
that's what
he
went
about.
To see all his sound.
Guys, we have a joke. Is AB rated 99? Yes, like 99 clowns, and he ain't one.
AB's got 99 problems, but a shirt ain't one. He put it back. He put it back on for tonight, though. at least one more game with the Neers. I'm
That
excited
was
to see if
when
he
I
gets
knew
traded though,
Jan.
or signed rather.
I knew Jan was really committed to this project when AB yanked his shirt off, and within like
And the next
3 hours,
day, yeah.
one out of one on the market, like ready to go. Like,
He's
oh man,
ripped. He's got
Yeah,
chiseled abs, and he's even got like the chest hair.
that
someone
was
steal
perfect.
this.
Oh,
Someone steal
hey!
this
Now we
picture.
can get an idea of what games we want to
The
watch.
fate.
We got to vote on 2 of these games this week, guys. So take a close look here. Did you have certain games you wanted to vote on, Jan, or are we gonna just pick are we gonna vote on all of them and the 2 that get the most?
I think we pick 3 or 4 most interesting, like Bakers versus Saints.
Yep.
And,
Broncos versus Giants, of course. Yep.
Yes. And of course we take the Vikings versus Bengals and most interesting games and put it on the voting and choose to.
Oh wow! It just comes back on its own. I like the Super Sim. It's pretty fast.
Yeah, short.
So it was about 40 minutes for a half. Yeah, they just kicked off the second half.
Okay, yeah, I didn't realize. I can't see the time very well.
Oh, okay. Oh, really?
No, I see it now. I see it. I just got to make sure it doesn't get too late in the game because I remember I had to save 3 minutes we're going to discuss. We wanted this to be educational, so we want to talk about the Fourth Industrial Revolution and Klaus Schwab and why you should own NFTs and that kind of stuff. It's
right. Yeah,
it's very important.
I agree. Got to diversify your bonds.
One guy that I think anyone who's really into NFTs, or maybe even if you haven't bought your first one yet, if you're curious about the space, if you're looking for a guy to follow on Twitter, probably one of the most intellectual people I've ever come in contact with on Twitter, which isn't saying that much, but he owns CryptoPunk 6529. He goes by 6529 on Twitter.
Oh, this is who you were telling me about, right? The other day?
Yeah.
Yep.
He's a must follow, man. The stuff he says, he's building basically a museum of all the finest NFTs, and he talks a lot about what he calls the Grail. The Grail is like a CryptoPunk, maybe a Bored Ape. It's basically going to be the finest NFTs, and in many ways, I feel similar about this project because I think ultimately, Friday Night Punks has a shot to be the premier NFL project in the NFT space.
I 1,000,000% agree. I am 1,000,000%.
NFL project in the field.
That's true too. Yeah,
I mean, when I look at other ones, they don't have the unique characteristics. I mean, when you're looking at my PFP or Eric Dickerson over there, you know who they are.
Right.
And they look great, and they're crisp and clean, and they make good PFPs.
I mean, I see these other there is some incredible art, NFT art. Don't get me wrong, but it's like there's something about the 8-bit man and just the way that you make it actually look like the actual player. Like you're saying, you turn your head and that's Eric or Erect. But yeah, I don't know. Then you see just like real art from big name companies, and it just doesn't do it for me. It's not the same, and it might have to do with the community because there really isn't anything like our Discord.
I grew up in the era of Tecmo Bowl, so instantly I gravitated towards this particular style. But I think right now I think our demographic and our community trends maybe a little older, and I think there's 2 reasons for that. Maybe a lot of us came off the DraftKings platform, A, and B, look at the players we're rocking. Kerry Standards and Joe Butlana and all those guys. But I think as this community grows, and particularly with the NFL draft coming up, well, who are going to be the people that really want, I don't know who the 18-year-old that the Atlanta Falcons are drafting in the second round is, but somebody out there who's 18 who went to high school with this guy is going to be, or he goes to their alma mater. Those are the future NFT buyers who are going to drop big stacks on those guys.
Mm-hmm.
And I think what you're going to find is that we're going to push younger as this thing grows. because guys like me, we're more interested in the legends we grew up with, or maybe the older stars that are currently aging out of the league. The guys coming behind us are going to be going after some of those younger players.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Me personally, I'm going after all of them, baby.
Other generation have other icons.
Yeah, no, 100%.
I think you're going to be shocked at the price tag that some of those younger players go for.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's already been like that too.
NFT demographic better.
Yeah, that's true too. I mean, even with like Patrick Mahomes and stuff, like seeing those guys go quick, whereas a Joe Montana just sits there. You know what I mean?
Right, but it's going to be interesting. I mean, but you think about a young quarterback. I mean, I picked up Kyler Blurry because I thought this was before I knew anything about the Madden sims, or before I knew anything about the chance to win. If he has the most passing yards that week, to win $1,000 or whatever. I was like, well, depending on which direction this project goes, I want a good young player that's going to be around for 20 years. That somebody's still going to be interested in buying 10 years from now. When you're looking at the longevity of your purchases and your investment horizon.
Yeah.
Whereas a guy like Barry Sanders, I mean, nothing that anyone ever does in the rest of the history of the NFL could devalue what Barry Sanders already accomplished, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just looking at the chat here. Let's see if we got anything. Jan is the king of highlighting player features with fat pixels. Facts.
Okay, guys. My name sounds like Jan.
Yeah. Like you're really tired.
You can call me Jan.
This is all Ron Paul's fault, man.
He had me go into Umbria and Yan, and I was like, oh my god, I've been saying it wrong the entire time. But what?
Yeah,
We got. They're asking for our homie Sanat.
Yeah.
He wants to play a game.
We definitely stream the Bengals game for the Senate.
We'll invite him. We'll unban him just for the game.
The Little Caesars coupons, hand them out.
I honestly would like to do something like that. I'm not even kidding. I saw Big Papa do that over at Golf Goons, and then obviously they did that at AG that one time. So, but I think that would be really fun. Just randomly give people some pizza maybe on one of these Sundays so they can eat some za while they're watching the stream.
But you gotta go on a live stream and eat it in front of us. We get to watch you consume the pizza.
Oh, okay. So we're not gonna get anybody else pizza. It's just gonna be for me.
I have pizza right now.
I have pizza too, actually. I forgot I have pizza. Yeah, we haven't even. Geez, we've been having so much fun. We're hardly even paying attention to the game here. We got 17-6. Brady's driving again. Last I saw, his stats were pretty absurd. For Nat, they need to give that man the ball some more. 3 rushes for 23 yards.
It will always be Yen like Dan in my head.
Who said that?
The Taiga.
Who's Taiga Hero?
I know who, but I keep it in secret.
Oh, is it RP? No. Is it RP?
Some pretty crazy momentum last year with former players, not even just players, like star players, like former Heisman winners, former starters, like 10,000-yard rushers who wanted to get involved with this project. And I think now that we're back up and running and we're, going to the letter of the law with OpenSea and all that, I'd be shocked if we don't see that kind of momentum again this season.
BP3, come on, man. I wanted to smoke all the bowls, but I didn't do any of them, okay? I was very professional tonight. Throw me under the bus like that.
I can confirm that.
That I stayed sober. Well, sober. I had a beer, all right? I asked my girlfriend to grab me some beers, and she brought back beer that is 11%. So I can only have one.
Okay, that's a third.
Oh my! Is that Tantonio again?
Yes.
There's not a lot of rushing in this game.
Dude, that man, Tantonio is cheap as on OpenSea right now too. Let me tell you. I don't think people realize that he's gonna blow up in this Madden sim.
Maybe he stocks up, during the Madmen season.
So what was the decision on leaving him on the roster?
Punks,
Is this
baby.
because he hasn't signed with anybody else yet?
Leaving,
Yeah, we did that
leaving
with all
all
punks who are
FNPs.
free agents.
Gotcha.
Like,
Yeah, that makes sense. Just
Even
give
Ben
him a place to-
Roethlisberger, he retired, so or I don't even remember what his punk name is now, but he,
Fitzgerald and Fitzpatrick.
yeah. So we got Fitzgerald on the Cardinals, we got Fitzpatrick on the Commanders, and then we left Big Ben on the Steelers. So you still got your
Wow,
utility
that's
throughout
great.
this season.
9.
What did that clown
Yeah.
is
We have
rated
a
109. Please adjust. He's in. I don't think he's rated that high. I promise. Someone's offended by Tantonio's gameplay.
Antonio Price jumping on open seat.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm glad I hold one. I got mine for a mint price.
About the retired players, we make a decision to keep them in the last teams for the giving the possibility of the winning if for the holders, because
Yeah.
we have holders for Fitzgerald, Fitzpatrick, Roethlisberger, and SG. And yes, we
And even players like Tantonio, he's a free agent.
yes.
And we have other players who are free agents, but we made sure to just leave them on their previous teams.
So full Madden pretty hard.
Not sure what is it. I see.
But
Brown is
Dallas
there.
have a bunch of
Who did I forget to
fast.
trade? Did I forget to trade someone, B? I might have forgot to trade someone. Oh, is she talking about Tantonio? She's talking about Tantonio. It's because we're giving him utility. We're putting him back on his other team. If those guys have an actual team that they're on, we put them on their actual team. If Tantonio gets traded here this week, he'll end up on that team this week. But we didn't want him to be just sitting on the free agents while he's a punk. We want to make sure
You
that...
think he ends up on a roster this year?
I don't know.
You know,
If he doesn't, then, his utility will diminish next season. But while we have control of it, we're going to make sure, as many FNP holders have utility as possible.
No, I agree. I think that's a smart decision. I just mean as a speculator, like, do you think anybody takes a shot on that guy after what he pulled last year?
I don't know. He's going to need someone like TB to convince the coach to bring him there, because I think that's the only reason he wound up there. Because Tom's like that. He does that with those players. Wasn't he? Right. Yeah, he was in New England with them too, wasn't he?
Yeah, for
very
like
briefly.
Games.
Yeah, very briefly.
Yeah, I don't think the Brown play in the next season somewhere.
Yeah, so this is really, a last...
play with the Lego, not one. I can play with the Brown.
Yeah. Yeah, so if it's the last chance for some of these players to get another season in here with this sim. So
Is that RP?
Wait.
Do we have anybody in here that's watching the stream that doesn't own a Friday Night Punk yet?
No, I highly doubt it. I'd be shocked. There's only been 15 to 20 people in here tonight anyway. It's a pretty decent chat going, but it's not super busy.
So how many people we have on the stream right now?
I see 10 right now, but I saw it get up to 18 or 19, I think, at some point.
I see
Shit! Is that a pick six? Cowboys getting back in it. Are they gonna go for 2 here?
Whoa.
Wow.
Pretty long pick six.
Yeah, that was almost the entire length of the field. Curse to the Heezy. Bringing them back in it. Good, because I didn't want it to be a blowout.
Yeah, still 20 minutes of the gameplay. I think.
Booth review. What's the review? Wait, they're not even going to show us? Oh, it was a fumble? I missed it. Must have been a fumble. Oh, it was a fumble and they overturned it.
The call is
Wow.
reversed.
Wow.
That's brutal.
That is brutal. I look away for 2 seconds. I thought the Cowboys were back in it, but oh, Brady's about to get lunched. Sack lunch.
So during the pandemic, DraftKings started doing these contests, these Madden contests. And it just showed what a bunch of degenerates we all are to start playing these things for money because let's face it, like everybody's sitting there with stimulus checks and you don't have to drive to work anymore. Everyone had a bunch of money left, like sitting around.
Yeah, I was
So
still
like,
working the whole time, so when I got stimulus checks, it was like, all right, NFTs.
yeah, I wasn't into NFTs yet. I was still doing degen stuff. I wasn't.
Well, I guess it
making
was more
solid-
crypto at first, and then it turned into
Yeah.
NFTs.
Yeah, I mean, people are making sound investments in NFTs right now.
Some of these people are going.
That I think is really, really one of his best outlooks is when you talk about NFTs, it's a non-fungible token, right? Well, so what does fungible mean? Fungible means if I go mow your lawn for $100, I don't care if you give me the $100 bill that's in your right pocket or the $100 bill that's in your left pocket. It's all the same to me. It's fungible, right? And one of the things that crypto, in his opinion, got wrong. Let's take Bitcoin, for example. No one cares about it. Is it the 19th millionth Bitcoin or the 16 millionth Bitcoin, right? They're all the same. They're fungible, which allowed the institutions to come in when they started to see what was happening and start buying up the crypto and take, paper hands and people that were leveraged and wiping them out. They can't do that with NFTs, right? They can't, because they could come try to take my Carry Standards or his CryptoPunk or someone's Bored Ape, and we could just say no.
Right? That shit's on the blockchain, brother. Nothing you can do.
Yeah, I mean, it's the fungibility is it's great for currency, but for true assets, the non-fungibility is kind of where I want to park a lot of my money, because when you talk about the fourth industrial revolution and you talk about
the segue though.
and that asshole gets up there and tells me you'll own nothing and like it at the World Economic Forum, I when people tell you who they are, you want to listen, right?
Yes. I want to listen
But
to
he
Rally, that's for damn sure.
Carry Standards. You can't have it.
No.
I mean, he can
We
have
like
it.
it. We want more.
It's listed at 28 ETH,
Yeah,
buddy.
you can have it. Yeah. Fork it over.
That's what's going to protect us, man. And when the Great Reset happens, that's what's going to it's the non-fungibility that's going to protect us.
Yeah, man. All I know is with my football cards and baseball cards back in the day, I did a terrible job of taking care of them. So I love with NFTs, I can't destroy them. Can't lose
you don't have
them.
to do shit. I don't have to put them in protective case. I don't have to buy fire insurance.
Yeah,
I don't
when
have to
they're
worry
minted,
about
they're mint. I don't have to send them in to get some sort of grading. Rally gonna
That's the
rally.
worst part.
But I think BP3 had enjoyed something you said. He said, ha 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 ha, rally gonna rally. But also, B, I'm glad you asked that question because I'm sure there are others that are confused as well. So any questions you guys have about things like that, feel free to ask. But yeah, it was difficult. We tried to make sure we got all the updated trades. But like we said, we want everyone here to have an opportunity to win something. So we kept Brown on the Bucks for now. And if he gets traded, he'll get traded. If he's not on a team next year, well, then next sim season he won't be on a team. So,
isn't it nice just to enter a Discord where everyone's not infighting and bitching and
asking
we're all
for
talking
utility. When utility?
When roadmap. I mean, I saw the roadmap Jan released for 3 months of the off season. It's very professionally done. This is the off season, guys.
Right. Not to mention how much time he's been spending just to relaunch the project. I don't think that people fully understand the work that went into the last 2 or 3 months to produce this product that we don't have to worry about getting taken down again.
Right. And honestly, did you see that many people panicking during the, what was it, 8 to 12 weeks, most people were like, I'm pretty confident he's going to restore this
Right. Because we've already been
gosh,
restored once before. It wasn't the first
right,
shutdown.
right.
Yeah.
If that had happened to almost any other project on the internet, people would have freaked out and said that was a rug, that was this. There
I'd
were
say,
very few
I bet
people
a
speaking
majority
up.
of creators probably would have just rugged it anyway.
Right, just said,
Like, oh
screw it,
shit,
it's
I
not
got to
worth it,
spend the
start
next
over.
3 months going through the blockchain to record every single person's wallet and every single punk that wallet owns. Like,
Well,
I think I would have given up. I'm incredibly grateful that you didn't, because this is like, yeah, this has enhanced my life a lot. I'm a huge gamer. I love collectibles and I love crypto. So this just encompasses all those things, and it may have
what is
taken over my life a
I
little
didn't-
bit, but I'm okay with it. Who is number
what it's going to
32?
do,
Clement?
it's going to form a very solid foundation, of the people we have remaining. We have, I think last I checked, 680 people in this project. So
Mm-hmm.
it's not a small community. I mean, 680 is not small. It's it's a fraction of where I think this could grow to. I mean, I
Right.
don't see any. There couldn't be 100,000 people in
Right.
this.
Oh yeah, there will
Eventually,
be thousands for sure.
I think sports NFTs kind of they hit that gaming element. I don't think your casual sports fan is there yet. I don't think the beer guzzling
Here we
Bills
go. First touchdown from Dallas.
Pollard
fingered.
to the ONZ.
Was that rushing?
It was a Russian
Yes.
touchdown. Well, American.
Did he get any yards?
Did he get any yards?
Yeah, I
Pollard?
mean, like, yeah, serious yards because I
Oh
got Zach
no.
Marshall.
Oh no, that might have actually hurt the average a little bit.
Okay, all right. The I don't know if you were. I was in one Discord mid-season. I had the night off on like a Thursday or something. $1 million the first place, and I'm sitting there in like third all by myself with like
A
I think it was
million?
due. Yeah, $1 million showdown, and I think I was in third, but I was duped, and I was winning like not a small amount of money. It was like $2,800, $3,200, but had a chance to come in first for 32,000 or something. I got a Dallas defensive touchdown to vault me up the standings, and freaking somebody, I can't even remember who it was now, ripped off an 80-yard touchdown with like 4 minutes left to
Oh,
just
I
drop me down.
feel like
Not
I
only did I
remember
win the
this.
billion, I didn't even win the 2,800. I walked out of there with like $300.
Dude, I remember. Were you talking about that in one of the Discords?
Yeah.
Yes, I remember that, dude. I
I
was
was
like,
bad.
oh, that was brutal. Oh, another pick from Brady. Or maybe not another one, but a pick from Brady. I don't even know what the hell's going on.
Again, curse.
Curse, but last time it was a fumble recovery that got reversed, right?
Yep.
Yep,
Yeah,
so
they caught another one back.
That's again.
rally goes big.
So guys, about the get the project back. I have a pretty strong support from you, and I just not can leave this as it is. I have a big help from the Reggie Heisman. Big credits and big shout out to Reggie Heisman for his
Reggie.
help and his work.
Yeah, I came up with all these
Yeah.
names that I can't get out of my head now. So I'm having friggin' normal conversations with people calling football players by their punk name.
Yeah, that's a wonderful job.
It's wonderful, but it makes me look a little crazy.
Yeah, pretty fun. And what I wanna say, I mean, I'm always on your side, guys. Always on the side of the community. And yeah, we have almost three hard and bad months, but right now we stronger than ever.
Exactly.
Right now we have a pretty good technical support with the smart contract, and we can grow in much more than we can grow with the OpenSea. With the OpenSea, we just can sold and resold the NFTs.
Right.
But right now, with the our own smart contract, we can growing in the much more than just
Yeah, options are limitless, it seems like.
Yeah, I think getting on our own smart contract was a must after what happened to us last year. And I think the ability to change these players and customize and everything is gonna become very valuable for us.
Yes, that is something we need to vote on here soon, because I want to see all these players in a new uniform, but I know not everyone agrees.
Oh, and as I see this game without the Zach Merchant, have a great chance to win the ETH for his holders
Yeah.
because that was a pretty strong running game today.
I just saw, yeah, Pollard just put another one in rally.
Hey man, I actually hold a Zag Martian as well. So if I could win a little ETH and she wins a little ETH, you know, hey, maybe we can go Dutch or something.
Maybe she'll be on the next stream. We don't know. That's amazing, though. I'm gonna have to start gifting more FNPs to people. Ooh, Fournette with a little cutback. Jeez, a couple broken
You know,
tackles
one of the things
too.
about gifting is that people don't really sell gifts. You know, like I gave my dad an NFT for Christmas and my mom an NFT for Christmas, and I'm gonna give my dad another one for his birthday. And like, what's he gonna sell an NFT from his only son for? Probably not going to. You know, like,
Right.
I mean, maybe like if somebody were to offer him, I don't know, like 0.3 ETH, he'd be like, wow, I got 0.3 ETH for this, and like I could take my wife out to dinner
He
and
could go to
buy
fucking
that thing I want
Florida.
for my garden and go sweep the floor. You know, like I figured, you know, I saw a defensive lineman for the Jets sitting there. There's like 6.5 million people in New York City alone, or 8 million people or something. Like 0.02 is way too cheap.
Yeah, they got a couple fans there. Not many,
Yeah, the
but
hardest choice in my life, which player I need to create to Jets.
ooh, for the Jets, woof, right?
Maybe-
Yeah, Zach
maybe we'll
Wilson.
draft-
Nah, definitely not Zach Wilson.
Well, yeah,
Dude.
Robbie Anderson might have been all right, but he's gone now.
What? Let's talk about top 3 funniest moments in FNP history. Is that guy who had the Odell Beckham from Cleveland? He'd had it for like
Oh
maybe
my
25
God.
days. He hadn't held this thing a month yet. Beckham gets traded, and now no one wants to buy it for like $5 less than he paid for it. I
Yeah.
mean, you know, he paid like $60, and he can't get 55 for it instantly, and he freaks out on Jan about it.
And then, like, what, a week later, he was selling for like a 2 or 3x at least.
Yes, a week later,
We sold out.
But Loop Up coming into the chat and goes, I forget what he said, but he was like, I will buy it right now. I just want you to leave the chat.
I love Lou. Oh my God. Oh my God, Cowboys, you're oblivious. I thought we were gonna have a game for a second.
$10 just to not have you hanging out here anymore on the online forum.
Yeah, stop bringing us down, man.
I make $90 an hour after taxes. That's $60. An hour's wage to get you out of my life, please.
See ya.
Yeah, for me the funniest moment in the FNP history, it's Joy Skateboard NFT.
Oh, the
created by
NFT.
Careless.
Dude, that is epic.
Yes.
I've got 2 of them still.
Yeah, I'm hodling 1 or 2, maybe even 2 of those myself.
Well, I think you got 2 because if you bought 1, he airdropped all owners an extra one.
Yeah.
Tantonio, what is this? Show his line. Are they gonna show his? Nope, another 28 yards for him.
Those Joey skateboards could moon. They're actually really well done with the multicolor. I got to pump the Joey skateboard.
7
I gotta get
catches
on.
for 95 for
7
Tantonio.
catches, 95, yes.
Wow, just straight blowing up.
Big third down.
Dude had tissue paper hands, says BB3.
Hey, Jay, I'm going over stuff that we didn't get to. I'm thinking about topics for next week.
I was gonna say you
How
can
about
save it, man. We're almost done with the game. This shit's been flying along.
Yeah. How about emotional versus cognitive biases when it comes to investing? Would that be a good topic for week 2?
I like that because I preach that a lot. To be honest, like anyone that I'm inviting into the space, I try to preach that.
Yeah,
So
that's one of the topic what we discussed with the Jesse for the stream.
How
yeah,
about
Wh-
how about this?
When
How
we
about my
discuss,
first experience playing fantasy football in 1996? What if I walk you through what it took me just to have a field a roster?
I would love to hear that because I don't think I started playing fantasy football till 2007. So I can't even
Yeah,
imagine what it was like a decade before then.
it is. It's similar to like reverse Umbria bridges these days. I think we had to put. I know guys who actually used to like do their standings over fax machines and shit, and like send it to.
Jeez. So
oh
it's like
guys,
what kind of like
that's
fantasy football is
that's
like
fun.
NFTs now.
hmm That's
We'll
where I'm
get there.
going
We'll
with
get
it.
there. Yeah. So we
We're,
just need to
we're
build a script that does it all for us.
that's right. See, right now, the reason that we're making so much money off this is we're doing the things that other people won't do to get the results they won't get.
It's very true.
And 20 years from now, it's going to be easy to buy an
I was just
FNP.
gonna say, including buying the punks in general. It's not an easy thing to do if you're new to the space. You do it a couple
No,
times, it feels like riding a bike, but when you first get here, you see what happens. We did the pack drop, and people just they get very worked up because they feel like that it's not fair that they're not prepared or they don't know what's going on. But it really is a learning curve. It took me a bit too. When I first got here, I was spending those ETH gas prices until someone like RP told me otherwise. I think Jan might have taught me, but that was only because Ron wasn't here yet.
right. Or then maybe they want an easy one like the Flow blockchain or the Autograph project or something. And then their investments go down. They're like, well, why are these going down? I thought everyone was making money. It's like, because you took the
It's
easy
because there's
out.
Uh,
You didn't take,
16,000 of these one pieces.
yeah, you didn't take the time to actually go out there and do this the way you didn't put the time in.
Mm-hmm.
It's no different than not researching a stock or not researching a vehicle before you go buy
Yeah,
it.
do your own research, exactly. I like to take a lot of advice from current holders too. It's sort of an approach that I've taken when I join a project. I like to feel out what other people are thinking, not necessarily the creator.
Did anybody watch that Rams video I posted from the 80s? Did anybody here watch it?
Oh, I didn't. But speaking of the Rams, someone's funniest moment was me drawing Dickerson and losing my shit. I was convinced. I was convinced that Jan like gave it to me, and he was like, "No, man, it's completely random." I was like, "This is bullshit. Like, no way I got him." Because I remember setting him as setting him as the profile picture for Friday Night Punks when we were down. Because Jan leaked some of the spoiler art, and I was like, "Oh my god, that's so sick!" So it became our
Yeah.
profile picture, and then I don't know. I guess the football gods decided that he belonged in my wallet because then I was minted a erect Dickerson, and I had an erect Dickerson afterwards.
It's a great FNP. I mean, I'm a huge fan of running
Oh,
backs from that era, and that one with the goggles, anything that's got unique features. I love the lion on Kerry Standard's helmet. It just
right.
you just know it's him once you see
Even the
that.
star on the boys' helmet and stuff. Like I honestly think I like the CD Ram helmet better just because of the helmet, and you can still see his like green hair and stuff. So yeah, it's all preference, but some of those little nuances just oh my god, it gets me all
Right.
excited.
Well, I mean, with the like eyed Kai, I mean, I have laser eyes, so it was a natural fit for me. I knew that if it's a natural fit for me, well, there's 8.5 billion people in the world. Like, at least 10 of them are going to want this, right? And it's at that point, it becomes a matter of, well, how much money do you have? Because I'm not really in this for the money, right? I'm in this because I love football and I like NFTs and
I
I
think I
want to be a part
started.
of it.
I started because of the money, but I stayed because of the community. I thought it was like, oh, maybe I can make some money. You see people buying a Board 8 for 0.08 and flipping it for
Right.
hundreds of ETH. It's like, well, look at Jan's art. Why is a Bored Ape selling for that much and Jan's art's not selling for that much? Well, just got to give it some time, I think.
Right. I tell people all the time, I'm not really in it for the money unless, it's a fuck ton of money.
Right. I'm not selling until these are selling for what I have them listed for. And my Dickerson's listed for 28 ETH right now. So we'll talk in a couple of years.
28 is a good number because, 10 isn't divisible 4 or 7.
Well, I like to go based on their number. So I'll use their uniform number and then just do that much ETH. So like my lumbar is listed for 8 ETH.
So you're saying if somebody offered me 20 ETH for carry standards, I should take it? Like I should just, like I'm over listing. If somebody offered me 20 ETH right
How
now,
do you not? You have to, because then you could go buy like 5 more of those berries with that. I wonder what they're listed for. If someone gave you 20 ETH.
Theoretical exercise.
I know. I'm just having fun.
But
yes,
you know what?
100%. You take that 20 ETH, and then you turn around and you put that 20 ETH back into punks.
There's a guy in CryptoPunks. His name is Richard, and it's Richard with an E. It's RICHERD.
Dick.
And he bought his punk for I don't remember the amount, but he's using it to help brand his business. And he said, I saw a quote of his in an article, and he's like, this is my brand. And like somebody, as soon as I bought that punk, I said, it's not for sale at any value. And somebody placed like a massive bid on this punk. I don't remember the exact amount. Let's say it was like $10 million. And he's like, it's a big number, but if I sell it, like I lose my credibility. I lose the brand I'm built. It's almost like I don't believe in my business and the reason I bought this thing in the first place.
I totally agree. But I think if they were to sell for that sort of price, then it's okay. I don't think that diminishes your, believability in the project. But we got a couple things over here. BP3 says the Martian floor is up to 0.07.
The what?
The Martian floor is up to 0.07.
There we go.
Dude, what?
There we go. Hey,
they must be popping off.
Everybody could buy a Zach Martian. It might help me out with this chick. I mean, it might, because she would see the floor rising, and then all of a sudden my gift looks even nicer than when I gave it to her.
Guys, can we please help out Rally's love life? We need... Oh, that was a pass. We need more rushing yards from Pollard and from Belliot.
I thought Pollard have a bunch of saves for the Dallas today, but it's not helped to win.
I guess as far as we're concerned, it doesn't really matter if they win or not.
Can we talk about 69 Packers for a minute? Is that one of the best NFTs, or is it the best NFT?
That was like out of nowhere.
Real life Jesus?
I saw some guy bitching in
real
the chat.
Life. Was the other Jesus not real life?
Somebody was bitching in the chat saying, 69 Packers is trading for more than some of the quarterbacks. Like, this is big.
You don't get the meme,
guys like
bro.
Me who don't need the money are hodling it, man.
It's the meme factor. It's like buckets, bro. You don't get it.
Actually, David Bakhtiari, one of the best tackle in the game.
Yeah, no, he's now. Oh! Why didn't you put your hands out? Oh my God! Did you guys see that?
That's what I don't get about buckets. It's you've got Tom Brady, Tiger Woods, Tony Hawk, all these legends. That project is going exactly nowhere, right? It's not going to go out of
nowhere.
Backwards. But it's not going to go out of business. So when you have something cool like the bucket heads, and there's only 900 of them, how could you not own just one?
Right.
Like, knowing that they're going to be around 5, 10, 20 years from now, they'll have more than 900 members, and not everyone can be a bucket head. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to have a little bit of foresight, vision, and patience in this space.
Right, exactly.
Like, when I first
the ladder is the most important. You got to be patient.
Yeah, like when I first started buying these Friday Night Punks, I won a contest, and I was looking through what I could buy, and I'm like, that blue hair DK is going to stand the test of time.
I'm so glad I got one.
Oh yeah, when all these players are injured or retired and all the utilities gone, that blue hair DK, people are gonna remember that. It's gonna be there. There's
Well, now
61
that's going to be
Packers.
the interesting thing if we decide to vote on uni changes. What if he goes to the Browns? What color is his hair going to be then?
Ooh, no, you can't say that.
I've already been thinking about it. It's like the Packers could be cool. It'd be
I
green and
think
yellow, but for DK, it's like, oh.
I think the color hair colors of the FNPs, it depends on me. I
Yeah,
can make it green.
I would say this. He shows up in a Browns uni and he
That's
dyes
true.
his hair brown. I mean, you can't really get upset about him
No,
changing
no.
the hair to keep it current.
Yeah, no, the punk's still
Yeah.
going to be sick regardless.
And,
Oh,
and I
wow.
will have
Let's
to
take-
say, I did think when I was building this, like, because I've been to Seattle, and God, it's like the most expensive city in the freaking U.S. I mean, it's brutal. Like what is it? You feel like you're in Boston or something, and you're like, well, all these tech billionaires here, if they ever get into FNP, man, they're gonna want DK Metcalf. So that's one of the thoughts that popped through my head before I bought it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I
I'm going
hope
to
he
do
doesn't
some.
go to somewhere like Cincinnati where they're just like serving up Little Caesars pizza all day.
Oh, God, Sinat fan. That guy kills me. Let's play a game. All right, I got the stats up here. I'm going to quickly calculate average rush yards for this game so we can get kind of a feel. So we got 24, 26, exactly 30 carries for the Cowboys. So we'll do 65 plus 31 plus 16 plus 4 divided by 30. Oh, what just happened? That was not right.
Carry the one.
I think I must have pressed the wrong button. 31 plus 16 plus 4 equals
I don't remember all these
116
rushing plays.
divided by 30. I don't remember many plays. We were having too much fun talking. So the Cowboys only had a rushing average of 3.86 yards per carry. Go back to rushing. Buccaneers. So we had 1977. 77 divided by 19. So actually, Gronk is in the lead right now.
Ah, lol.
Isn't that ridiculous? So 4.05 average rushing yards per game for the Bucks. They did get the win. They do currently lead the challenge, but we've got 3 more
Nice
games.
start with nice win.
Yeah, it was a
Sorry,
very.
hey, if you guys could do me a favor, like, come on, man, you're not going to sell Zach Martian today. Just if you got one listed, just unlist
can't.
it for like a week.
Oh, I guess you could because he didn't win.
Yeah, just unlist it for a little bit. Let that floor raise a little bit. Give Riley a little bit of a chance with this part. I'm turning 40, man. I want to get in good with this girl. It makes it look like I gave her a gift that's worth like $600.
Yeah,
Help me.
honestly, there's what? We have to have what, like 10 to 14 Martian holders? I think we can all rally around Rally and raise the floor a little bit so this man can get this girl back.
Exactly.
You know what
If we
kind
can't
of...
do that as a community, what are we even doing?
Yeah, let's just rug it. If this girl's not coming back, it's over.
Give me 10 days, and then we can crush the floors. We can.
Oh, okay. We'll reconvene here next Thursday, and if we haven't heard anything, then we'll talk about it.
I hope we was the patient at this whole 3 months enough, and now we need to be patient.
Yes.
And only grow up to the moon.
Oh yeah, we're well on our way.
That's great, man. Hey, I appreciate you guys having me on, man. I've really enjoyed this project so far. I've made a little money. I've made some friends. I've got some cool NFTs, and I hope this broadcast stands the test of time, man. We'll get to the 4th Industrial Revolution a little longer on our next broadcast.
Yeah.
Also, we got to talk about emotional and cognitive biases in investments.
We had to build up the hype, man. We had to give them a reason to tune in next week. So
that's right.
Nah, man.
Yeah, really.
As far as
Every
I'm concerned,
ev-
I never even considered the stream like turning into anything too huge. I mean, I would love it to, but honestly, this was just my thought process on continuing into the off season, giving FNP an opportunity to perform year round. And yeah, no, I just thought it'd be a fun way to include utility in the off season. So if people are having fun watching, that's a bonus. But we just want to stream the game so people know that we're actually doing it, and gives us a little something extra to look forward to during the
yeah,
week.
That's awesome, man.
we have a great start for the
Awesome,
first
man.
day of
I'm
the
glad to hear
streaming.
it.
Yeah,
Thank
and
you, Jay.
Yeah, thank you, Rally, man. I'm
thank you,
so stoked
Raleigh.
you were on board.
Yeah,
Honestly,
Raleigh,
I've
you don't just quit. Now you be participate in these streams every Thursday.
yes, please. You're hired.
I will be here as often as I can be. I can't promise every Thursday,
That's
but
okay.
Thursdays work pretty well for me. So
Cool.
I'd probably say 2/3, 3/4 of them. You know,
Perfect.
but
Nice,
Buckethead gang
nice.
for life, man.
That's right.
Glad
That's
to
what I'm
hear it.
saying,
Glad
We
man.
to
gotta
hear
get
it.
Jan a Buckethead.
Oh man, I sold one of mine when it was because I bought it for like $30 and they were up to like
We're getting Jan.
115.
All
So
right, we'll talk about this later, but we're getting Jan a Buckethead.
okay, what we gotta figure out
Well,
what
oh, hang
number.
on. He can't, oh, he's in he's out of the country. He can't get one officially yet. But
We're gonna figure it
we'll
out.
secure one
I
a little
told him
bit
I was
for him.
gonna help him set up a DK account, so we'll figure it out.
That's right. Okay.
We'll figure it
All
out.
right,
Yeah,
man. Well, I had a
thank
great
you.
Awesome,
time.
guys.
Thank you for watching, guys.
Yes, it's been an
See
absolute
ya in the
blast and
Sunday.
honor. I appreciate
Yes.
everyone who stopped in, even if it was only for a minute. But yeah, we'll be back Sunday. We got
I
to
like
vote
that
on
you
some
left on
games.
Zach Martian.
What's that?
I like that you left Zach Martian up there.
Oh, I didn't even do that on purpose. That's hilarious.
Yeah, right.
I swear on my life I did not do that. Dude, I'm not kidding. That's ridiculous.
All right.
I'm stopping the stream now because it's there.
Okay.
Love
see
you
ya,
guys.
Bye-bye.
FNP for life. Let's go, baby.